Hey everybody, this is Matthew with TinyDeal.com, and in this video I would like to share with you my experience with the Tronfy iWork Mini 4.0 Bluetooth headphone. At the very beginning I wasn't expecting much from it, given the price tag doesn't seem to be a very convincing factor for the product's performance and quality. But after having used it for more than 1 week, I have to say that this headphone provides a good alternative to name brand products, and it's not just because of its pricing. Here are my thoughts, and I'll start with its design. Its size and its weight are two major advantages. The body is covered by lightweight plastic, which makes it ideal for outdoor use. You can barely feel the weight of it. The size of this headphone is quite remarkable too. The case that houses the main component is slightly smaller than a 1 RMB coin in diameter, and that ensures a balance between size and accessibility for control. As for the headphone part, I can say that it can easily fit in anybody's ears, but for me, it's the right size and the right length to be comfortable and firm at the same time. Unlike many name brand products, the LED indicator on this one is very low pro. And judging from this point, I can say that this headset is not quite outdoor sports oriented. Although I do appreciate its small frame, I have to admit that the builder has to sacrifice certain aspects of ergonomics for it. Control-wise, there are only two physical buttons, and they are the multi-function button that's on the back and the volume control on the side. The volume control is simplified and it only has 6 grades of volume. Its microphone is also on the side too, and you might have to be careful with it because, given the emplacement, it may be easily blocked when you wear it. If you ask me to sum up my opinion on the design of this headphone, I would say in general it is a success regardless of its shortcomings. And let's go on with some of the features I found noteworthy. First, I will start with its ability to connect to an auxiliary headphone, transforming itself from a single earbud to a dual one. This is perhaps one of the most value-adding features of the product given its price. Personally, I have a pair of Jabra Rox Wireless, and in many cases, I would just want to have one single earbud on. But since the two earbuds are connected permanently and they are not separable, I will always have to bear the weight of both metal earbuds while I only need one. And it looks like Tronfy's builder are well aware of this problem, and they have come up with this cost-effective solution. And right here, I would like to point out that even with the additional earbud on, the whole pair still feel weightless. Apart from the extra headphone, there is also another noteworthy feature, which is the dual connectivity, meaning the headphone can connect to 2 devices at the same time. I personally don't have much use for this feature, but this is yet another value-adding point for those who have 2 smartphones standing by all day long, or for those who just want to share a Bluetooth connection between their PC and their mobile phone while at work. And I have to mention the caller ID function and the voice dial function before moving on to the next part. Well, caller ID might be an overstatement since I just can't find another adequate word to describe this feature. It allows the headphone to pronounce the number of the caller when there's an incoming call. So far, this feature only works with number, not the name of the caller. The voice dial is working, but only with MIUI. This comes somehow as a surprise since the recent stock Android can't even respond to any voice command when the voice dial is prompted. This thing is also capable of recognizing simple voice command when there's a call.
No.
Up to this point, I would say that its firmware has a couple of selling points, and yet it is far from being mature. Okay, enough with the selling points, and now let's get to my personal opinions on its performance. In terms of its Bluetooth connectivity, it works smoothly with most devices I've paired it with. There are barely cases in which I have to restart the headphone again to get it actually connected. In terms of sound quality, it is quite decent for those who use it for podcast listening and daily phone calls. The above all sound quality is satisfactory, and I'm even surprised to hear its bass when certain kind of music is played. As for its battery life, I don't get the impression that it is capable of lasting up to 6 hours. For me, who am a frequent podcast listener, this thing can only last for a little bit more than 4.5 hours on medium volume, tops. Yet given the size of it, I know I have to be tolerant. The microphone is performing remarkably well. At least I don't have to yell while talking about the headphone. And the voice on the other side is always clear and crisp during calls. In comparison, my experience with the Jabra Rox Wireless is somehow frustrating. So given the price gap between the two, I found this really hard to understand. Then let's come to the accessories. Since this is the 4th generation of its kind, the manufacturer has put into lots of tips and hooks in the packaging. Since I'm already comfortable enough with the default settings, I didn't really bother with other accessories, but some of the tips can be quite helpful for different ear sizes. But for those transparent plastic hooks, I just don't see the point in using them, not to mention that they are just painful to wear. So to sum up my overall evaluation of this product, I will give it a 4.2 out of 5 with its price and performance taken into my consideration. Its limitation in terms of battery life and firmware are the main contributing factors for the lost points. But for those who are looking for cost-effective alternative to name-brand Bluetooth earbuds, this might be a good choice. And you know what? Maybe Tronfy is determined to make a name for itself, so it might come up with something even better in the future. So, if you are a user of this headphone, please don't hesitate to share with us your experience in your comments. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video, and we will see you next time.